What is going on? I think it is working. Are you guys seeing me okay? I get an error message, new error message. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I have no idea what is going on. Can you guys let me know in the chat? Is this looking okay? Let's see. Seven people in the house. Okay, looks like it's gone away. All right, I guess we're okay. Welcome to the Tokyo Crypto Show. Charlie is not here. Charlie from Cultivate Crypto is on a trip to the United States of America. We are rolling solo today here, but the phone lines are open. So if you want to call in, 657-383-1318. If you have any questions about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, if you've been paying attention, you have been seeing the insanity of what has been going on with Bitcoin lately. And kind of predicted it here. As you guys know, longtime watchers here. All right, good stuff. So Brenton Wallen, what's up? Christian Veno, what's up? Renaissance Bands, what's up? Masculine Mentality, what's up, dude? Peter, what's going on, brother? Yeah, 10 people in the house. Yeah, just wow. Let's pull up the price charts. So here's Bitcoin, as you can see, currently $8,164 US, according to CoinMarketCap.com. As you can see, let's do 1 month. Yeah, we've seen a lot of growth this month. So today's the 15th. Just getting started for you guys in the East Coast. The 15th is finished for us here in Asia. And that's another thing I forgot that me and Charlie, we didn't really mention to you guys. We based a lot of Bitcoin's movements based off of like the 9-to-5 work week in Japan and East Coast USA, because New York is there, and there's a lot of financial transactions going on the East Coast. Based off of this kind of predictive behavior, like I knew that there was going to be a price drop on Mother's Day, just because I knew people were going to take some crypto profits and buy their moms something. And there was definitely a nice little drop that day, perfectly timed. But as you can see right now, yeah, it is still going strong. It dropped a little bit during a little conversation here, but still, $8,000 US. Has not been that high in a while. I wonder, when was the last time it was that high? Yeah, it looks like about this time in 2018, give or take. Yep, about the same time a year ago. So very interesting. What's happening right now, we're going to talk about it today, is the Bitcoin bull market warning list. Okay, and this is some stuff that I just noticed that happens during the Bitcoin bull market cycle. It is kind of pretty much on time right now. Seems to happen every 2 years so far. They had a big movement like this in 2015, and then we had a big movement like this in 2017, and now it seems to be 2019. And of course, this could all just be confirmation bias, but for what it's worth, my intuition, I have the same kind of feeling like I did in May of 2017. And that's when Bitcoin had just crossed over 3,000. And I just had known that just something was in the air. and that this was the time to make a jump, and I did. And so we're going to talk about some of the warning list things that I think is very important for everybody to know, because coming into this Bitcoin bull market, it can be a lot of like, man, the 2017, there was like mania in the air, especially in Tokyo. Like everybody was buying into Bitcoin. Everybody was buying into cryptocurrencies. Um, it was just pure insanity. And yeah, there's a lot of things that pop up. So I guess I should just jump right into it. So I guess the first one, here, let me put this, set up the Instagram feed here. Tokyo Crypto Show. Okay. So, all right. Where should I start? Oops. Let's turn that around. There you go. Oh man, where should I start? I would say the most important thing I'll start with that one first, is, okay, during a Bitcoin bull market, okay, before the bull market happens, which we're just seeing just a small fraction of what happened before in the past. And already I have a lot of people contacting me. I have a lot of people asking me questions. I have a lot of people telling me like, hey, listen, which coins do I buy? What do I do with this? What do you think about this coin? What do you think about that coin? And, it kind of reminds me of, I think it was I think Warren Buffett said, be fearful when everybody is greedy, and be greedy when everybody's fearful. And that rings true in cryptocurrency to some of the highest extent. Seeing the price jump, honestly, has had me a little bit wary, a little too fast for my likings. I mean, obviously, not going to go into huge detail, but obviously, I have been involved with cryptocurrency since 2016 December. That's when I got my first Bitcoin, when it was at $800 per Bitcoin. So there's definitely some price action movements right now that are happening, that just as an average trader, and I'm talking like, I'm a swing trader. I'm definitely not a day trader, but some of the price action recently has me a little worried, but nothing too crazy right now. Like I said, we're still floating around a pretty good price. It's fluctuating pretty heavily. Looks like in Negotiate coins, it's pretty 8,300 in some other currencies. But overall, about 8,000 seems to be the midpoint. 8,800 in, geez, what currency is that? In Rippled, interesting. Yeah, so when you're going into this, you want to have a clear financial point, okay? You want to have a clear financial objective, all right? So, and welcome, guys. Welcome, men's divorce consultant, Jimmy, Matt Lee. Welcome, guys, from Instagram. You want to have a clear financial goal that you want to obtain, and make sure you get that. Because a lot of people in 2017, when there's a crypto bull market, because it's so unregulated and it's so young, making a 25%, 30% jump in profit overnight is nothing uncommon in cryptocurrency world. For you guys that were not around in 2017. So what happens during this time is you're making all these investments, because during the bull market, you just buy, hold, exit, buy, hold, exit, buy, hold, exit, right? That's the smart thing to do, because you want to be making money on the way to the top. You want to be, in my philosophy, you want to be taking some profits. This happened with me with two different currencies in 2017. So I was involved with, for some of you guys that know, there's a coin called Verge, XVG, and John McAfee got involved with them, and he started, touting them as like one of the best currencies ever. And at that time, one coin was worth less than a penny. So you could get, I think it was like 0.007 of a Verge. One Verge was that's how much of a penny was worth. And John McAfee made an announcement overnight, and the coin shot up to like, I think, 6 cents. So if you had like $6,000 into it at that low price, you would have made like $36,000 overnight easily. $36,000 plus. I'm just doing the math off the top of my head. But what turned out was the Verge developer team, they could not, keep up with projects and whatever on time. And then the coin plummeted in value, and a lot of people lost money on that. Like for me, for example, I was involved at that time, and the price went up. I was up 10,000 US dollars. And I was just so elated with the fact that I didn't have a clear enough mind to take profits. And that is a huge, huge thing, because I'm telling you, when this bull market mania starts up, if this is really, the solid beginning of another bull market, because there's still a lot of determining factors to see here. Clearly, this was all started by that $100 million pump into the marketplace, and that kind of had a chain reaction. So I don't know if the rest of this, seemingly is organic, but I mean, who knows, because there's so much financial manipulation out there that's possible. However, it is always a good idea how I do it is I do it old school. Okay. I have a notebook, and I keep receipts for everything. So I write down like the day I bought it, what was the price of Bitcoin at the time, how much Bitcoin I purchased, and how much fiat currency did I use, whether I use US dollars or Japanese yen. And that way it allows you to have like a clear head of reason during all of this mania, really, which is happening right now. Because this price action was, to be honest, it was not, I didn't think it would get like this until November, but we're already here, and it is May. I said on the last episode that Charlie and I were on together that I think Bitcoin is going to be going north of 10,000 US dollars by the end of this year. As of right now, it seems that, I mean, just if it continues on this pattern, obviously, then yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, that'll happen. But we will see. So when you're involved in a situation like this, it is always good to have like a solid number in your mind that you want to keep. So when you have, every day you're checking charts, every day you're seeing what's happening on the market, because you can see like, Ripple here had a 21% jump in 24 hours. Excuse me. And Ripple has been a steady. Bitcoin Cash is almost at $400, which is huge. Excuse me. IOTA up 15% overnight, you see? And when a Bitcoin bull market happens, you're going to see what's going to happen is you're going to be seeing like 10 to 15 to 20 to 30% all the way down the chart. And it kind of like gives you like a bloodlust. Look at this. Like here, Aurora up 29%, 24 hours, right? But when the bull market comes, it attracts so much new money and so many new people, new marketing, strategies. It really brings in a bunch. And then this is like an example what happens in the bear, like 25% down in one day. And that'll happen in bull markets too. So go in with a clear head. go in knowing, saying like, hey, you know what? I just want to come out with 10,000 extra dollars, right? Or maybe it's just 5,000, or maybe it's just 1,000, or maybe it's 500, whatever, right? If you know that you can basically generate this money out of thin air by just properly buying and keeping an eye on the market and what's going on, with the marketplace, that will allow you to, make money in a pretty new, very, very advanced way. Like this is some of the most advanced like financial technology there is out there. The banking is certainly not on the same page as cryptocurrency as far as technology is considered. The technology that the cryptocurrency uses that is completely decentralized, and most stuff is still centralized, but once all cryptocurrency gets decentralized, like traditional banking will be forced. They will be forced to adjust. It's going to be very interesting because they've had such leverage for so many years that they kind of get a little lazy. It's just like the airlines. Like right now, airliners in the United States, North America, they can do pretty much whatever they want. They can have a million scandals as long as the planes are not crashing. That's the biggest liability, right? Other than that, they can charge whatever they want. They can hire whoever they want to be their flight attendants, whatever low standards they set, because if you look at like the airlines in other parts of the world, like, the Middle East, like, Emirates, and in Asia, like Korean Air is really good, and ANA. Like these are all different companies, but the markets over here, they demand a higher level of customer service. So, but in the United States, they have leverage with these companies, but they haven't decided to like bring that type of leverage to the table. So it's similar to the banks. Like the banks, they have gotten to the point where they're basically abusing the public, right? If you really think about the history of the banks, they just pretty much are doing whatever they want. But now the cryptocurrency is here, and it is actually getting serious investments. Like there are billions of dollars involved in the cryptocurrency market. Just play that one back a couple times. Let me show you. So right now the total market cap is, good Lord, $245 billion. Yeah. $245 billion with Bitcoin dominance at 57%. So this is not just some, small play thing. Big business is occurring. Let me see what's going on in the chat. So Mr. Jackson says, what's up, MLD? And fellas, what's up, dude? John, you still looking for an icon or not? Yeah, I got bigger. I'm working on the next launch right now, so that's what's taking up my time. Tony S, what's up? Ivor, what's up? Cody, what's up? Peter said, made $25 USD profit with my 5 Binance coin. Otherwise, I just have FOMO because I can't invest more. It's all good. As long as you take out the profit, you're good. Is there an alternative to Bread Wallet? I can't install it on my iPhone. The Bitcoin.com wallet is very easy to set up, very user-friendly. Bitcoin.com, that's by Roger Ver, founder of Bitcoin Cash. That is the only other one I have that I can recommend. Bread Wallet or the Bitcoin.com wallet. Those are both very good. So yeah, when that's happening, be sure to, have a level head. At one point during the 2017 rush, I was up like, I think $67,000 in one day. But like everybody else, we just kept reaching for the stars, and there has to be a point where you have to tell yourself with a level head, like, okay, I need to take some money out. Because, the crash after the bull market is real too. So I think it's been 2 years. It's been enough time that a lot of people have kind of forgotten. A lot of people are still, I've been in this now, 3 years now. So for me, cryptocurrency, I'm still a pretty big beginner in the whole picture. But a friend of mine that I met with today, this guy is actually like embedding stuff like into the blockchain, like leaving messages in the blockchain and stuff on transactions, which is pretty crazy. He's doing that with Bitcoin Cash, and I believe you can do it with Bitcoin as well. But there's a lot to be learned about this type of technology and its use case. Which leads me to my second point. Okay, during the Bitcoin bull market warning list. All right. So yeah, Vincent Vale says can't lose by taking a profit. 100% true right there. Number 2 is going to be very interesting, okay? So, number 2 is beware of false prophets. And this is why when I started the show here with Charlie, obviously Charlie's on vacation right now. He's with his family in Minnesota having a good old time, and he went out to Consensus and met with some people in the community. So, beware of false prophets, because we started this show, Charlie and I. We started this show when the price of Bitcoin was we started this in February. I know I do this every show. Let's see. So when we started, the price of Bitcoin was about 3,600. Okay, 3,600, give or take. And now it is at 8,000. So when we started the show, we wanted to start it in the time when Bitcoin was not cool, if you would say, right? We really wanted to cultivate an audience of people who were genuinely interested in cryptocurrency for the use case and understanding that the true once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that this does present to people. This is real money to be made. And for some guys who watch the show, they did make investments at the time that we had recommended. Of course, this is not financial advice, don't sue me, whatever. This is all entertainment purposes. But if you were to take our advice theoretically when we mentioned it, like you've seen on my Instagram and you've seen on Charlie's show some of the price movements that we personally have been making, and there is money to be made. However, during the middle of the bull market mania, right? Last time, I would say around like September, October-ish into 2017, there was a lot of, up and coming YouTube channels and like people, really, everybody was just like all of a sudden a Bitcoin guru. Everybody was a guru. I buy my course, buy this. And there was just so much like Bitcoin mania in the air that people were just like buying stuff, throwing money around. Like it was the wild, wild west. Like when I saw the BitConnect thing going down, I was like, this is 100% a scam. Do these people not see this? And I saw all the people got scammed, and I would just, you got to beware of false prophets. Okay, everybody will tell you they know this and that during this whole upcoming bull market rush. If we are going to go through the same thing that we did in 2017, because like I said, in 2017 it was a madhouse. It was an absolute madhouse. But there was real money to be made, and that's why when me and Charlie were working in the old office. There was one day when Bitcoin Cash was being pumped, and what I mean by pumped is like somebody was putting a lot of money into it, and it went from I think it went from like 600 to like 3,000 in one day. And that was also during the day it launched on Coinbase. And there was a lot of money made that day by some people, myself included. Me and Charlie we were doing old baseball signals across the office, like, do I sell? Like, what do I do here? He's like, hold out. And then eventually, I think it was like middle of the day, I was like, I sold and I got out. And, nothing crazy, but definitely a few months worth of salary at the time. And, it was just nice to take that out and know, hey, like, this is a talent I have and there is an opportunity. So if you want to buy an investment property, or you want to make some additions to the household, or you got a business idea you need to get financed, like, now is the time to put your ear to the ground and listen. Because if this really is what I potentially, like, I'm slightly worried that this is the next bull market, because the last time it was so insane. But money, like I said, money was made, and some people make a lot of money. That's when Binance was launched. Binance, like, I think he became a billionaire in, like, I think 9 months or something. It was unreal. So during this whole time, yeah, a lot of false prophets will show up, and they'll be like, hey, like, I predicted this right, I predicted this right. But the reality is everything is just going up and up and up during the bull market. So look for people who are giving information out now and who are giving it out for free now. So you can actually verify the information. If somebody's telling you, like, hey, yeah, I'll teach you how to do this, but you have to pay me first, and then you have to come behind this paywall, which you have no idea what is on the other side. If that was a situation, I would turn my head sideways a little bit, scratch my head, like, I don't know, it seems a little dodgy. Anybody who has anything worth of salt to say would say it on a public platform and have it, stamped here in history, free for people to look at. So far, I've been right with my predictions. Before it was even, like, cool to write about Bitcoin. It was not. It was down in the search engines. It was down in price, but it started to pick up now, and I'm starting to see some people, casual people, talk about the Bitcoin price. So, you want to be careful of the false prophets, because you can get led astray from, the real objective of this all, which is to come out with a little extra money in your pocket. There's nothing wrong with that. So I post a lot of my updates here on my Twitter account, which is right here, at Modern Life John. I got 842 followers now, so some of you guys must have followed me. Yeah, I post stuff here regarding, body language and stuff like that. Be sure to send me a tweet, say what's up. And then also, for you guys that are wanting to join in, Body Language Mastery, this is the sign-up page for quarter two enrollment, which is June 28th, June 29th, June 30th, July 1st, and July 2nd. Okay, you just click on this link right here and put in your best email. All you gotta do is go to modernlifedating.com/body language. And then you want to click on this link right here, and you will be able to get on the waiting list. And then come June 28th, you'll be sent out a email with a link that allows you to get in. It is only 5 days, and it is only available to the email that you send there. So be sure to put your best email address. What this includes is a 1 hour long video course where I hired a professional Japanese model and I filmed her doing her different gestures, different body language gestures that allow you to interpret female body language as into, like, is she attracted to you? She's not attracted. Is she warming up to you? Is she lying to you? You'll be able to Like I said, like it says right here, I will teach you how to understand exactly what a woman is thinking on a date without even listening to her, which is very true. Very primitive stuff. It's the ultimate red pill. Some of this stuff, if you learn this stuff, will make you nihilistic because you'll see through the code and you'll be like kind of like a god amongst mortals. But heavy as the crown. In addition to that, you get access to webinars featuring me, and they happen twice a day for 1 month after the enrollment. So you have 1 week from July 2nd to July 9th. Yeah, everybody has 1 week to watch the course. And then from July 9th all the way to August 9th, I'll be doing webinars pretty much every day and 2 times a day, right in the morning after the show and in the evening as well, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and basically like 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have a group of guys, and a lot of guys from the Manosphere come in there, like Rich Cooper came in there before, Carl from Black Label Logic, Ryan Stone, Steve from the Man Mindset. We have a little powwow, and we just talk about what's going on, red pill issues, health, fitness, dating, relationships, finances, starting your own business, being your own man. That's exactly what we do. So we have that going on, and that's coming up. And if that's not enough, in addition to that, you get access to the men's only Facebook group, right, where we talk about everything. It is an ongoing community. I like to call it like a red pill Google. You type in one question you want like red pill answers for, like, should I increase my jawline strength, or should I drop 10% body fat, or should I go for this promotion, or should I start my own company, right? And you just type that in, and you have like, right now we have like more than 70 guys in there that just like bombard you with answers. And guys, these are guys who are living the red pill life, like men living life on their own terms, right? And it's good to have this kind of support, this type of community, because I get a lot of guys who just get on the consultations with me because when you kind of see what life for what it is with the red pill lens, there's no going back, and it's nice to have people who see things the same way you do. So that's what the community offers as well. So modernlifedating.com/body language. Click on this link here, and you will be able to get in for Q2 enrollment. It is $397. It is going to be up to $497 in Q3 and $597 in Q4. It was $297. Those guys got in at a deal. $397 is still a deal, and the amount that you can get out of it is unmatched. So be sure to get in and get on the waiting list right now. Let's go back to the chat. 18 people in the house. Supremely Sublime, what's up? I've seen you here a lot more often recently. It's like trading options. You have to gradually take some gains as you're profitable. Absolutely, you have to. You 150,000% have to do that. It doesn't matter if you're up just to like tell your friends you're up. Only matters if you're up and you can cash out and put the money in your bank account and then have it in fiat and be like, okay, I got this. Or keep it in US dollar tether, or ideally getting it to fiat is like, okay, I'm safe, right? Like I made the profit, and that's like transferring your bank account. He also says always expect your money to potentially be lost. Yes, that will change the way you trade. Absolutely. No, I make I've been playing this market for 2+ years now, so I've been, this is just the beginning of sun, after a very long thunderstorm. So I'm still slightly skeptical. But if we're about to go through what I think we are, Charlie's got way more optimism than I do, which is huge in itself. That right there, he's extremely optimistic. Charlie's pretty sure that he thinks Bitcoin's going to hit $100,000. And we'll see. We will see. Bam Ben 10 says, is Coinbase a good wallet to start with? It's technically not a wallet. Coinbase is you're keeping it on Coinbase. You should go back and watch one of my episodes when I talk about cryptocurrency exchanges. So you can have a wallet on an exchange, but in reality, it's not really. It's just numbers on a screen. You don't actually physically own anything. It's kind of like the money in the bank. Like, you see the screen on your iPhone and like you feel better. Like, oh, I have money in my account. But reality is like that money theoretically is not there based on how many accounts they have, right? So if there was to be like a fork of Bitcoin, like because Bitcoin forked into Bitcoin Cash, and if you didn't actually own the Bitcoin, you could not get the free Bitcoin Cash that came with it. So that is a big thing for me. And also with an exchange, they can fucking Thanos you. They can snap their fingers and your account, you're locked out and you cannot access any of your crypto. You cannot access anything. And you have to like go through like verifications and stuff. So that's why, I use the Bread wallet or any off-chain wallet, okay? Because unless you're trading, right? Because right now, like on Binance, I don't think you can withdraw or deposit right now on Binance due to their hacking issue. And Binance is one of my most favorite exchanges, if not the most one. And they also lock down the accounts. So unless you actually have it, like I have Bitcoin right now in my Bread wallet, right? And that Bitcoin is 100% mine, right? Cold storage, yeah, like Sublime just said, offline storage is best. Cold storage, yes, exactly. And my Bitcoin, I could literally, if I had to, if like I was literally forced to, I could live off of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash alone in Tokyo as the only two currencies. If I had to, I could make it happen. I know how the systems work. It's just a new currency that's came up that has been kind of adopted by the internet because if you do a lot of international traveling, so like I think only 30-something% of people in America have their passport. So if you're like one of the small percentage of people who actually live outside the United States or have to like send money in or out the United States, one, it's a huge business. And then two, it's really expensive to send money. And it takes like 3 to 5 days compared to like if somebody in the chat wanted to send me, like some Bitcoin right now, I could get it almost instantaneously based on the currency, like Bitcoin Cash or even Bitcoin, or like Ripple has a very fast network as well. Compared to like if you go to the bank, like, hey, I need to send this guy $200, it'll cost you probably $25, and then it'll take 3 to 5 days. That's like that's like if you need to send money to another country, like you got family, like say you live in Vietnam and you move to Tokyo and you work and you want to send money back home to your parents, like even that way, it takes 3 to 5 days. But with cryptocurrency, it's like, boom, you got it, and for a fraction of the cost. The only kind of annoying thing is getting into fiat. But even if you have an exchange connected, sure, it'll take 3 to 5 days. But at the end of the day, if you're trading these markets correctly and you're playing with a level playing field, a level head, you can make out with a few. You could bump yourself up a tax bracket for a year or even a quarter. And as long as it's done like with a clear head, which a lot of people don't do that with a clear head. Let me go back to the chat here. MLD is Bitcoin Nostradamus. Oh God, don't say that. No, it's been a little wild seeing my predictions come true. Kind of sobering to an extent. Like, Jesus, am I really smart, or is this a fucking coincidence? Probably somewhere in the middle. But I'll take the smart part. Ajax says, what's up, G? What's up, dude? Cody says, Ben 10, no, sir. They can hold your funds from being moved at any times. Yeah, I don't trust Coinbase at all. Vincent Vale says, are there any plans to get the group off of Facebook? Eventually, yeah. But everybody who's on the Facebook group is on the email list. So the email list is the ultimate core community. So like I showed you guys before, to get on the email list, just go to modernlifedating.com/body language and then just click on one of these links here, right here. Boom. And there's more here. And there's one at the top as well. So click it to get on the core email list and the waiting list for body language mastery if you want to be part of the core community. I am going to be starting Patreon because for a lot of guys who've just been telling me, like, please get on Patreon. And I'll offer Hangouts as well. But right now, top priority are for those, because this year is the only year that I'm doing body language mastery. So this is Q2 enrollment for you guys that missed it the first time. It is now $397, but the value is still there. Some people have messaged me and said this is worth thousands of dollars, and I'll never charge that. So yeah, be sure to get on there. It is something that is going to be very, very valuable. But yeah, Bitcoin is looking very, very strong right now. The dominance is 57% of the market, which is huge. Let's talk about another one. Another point I want to talk about, talking about a Bitcoin bull market warning list. Let's go to the chat real quick there. Tony S. Yeah, Tony S. right there says it. The Facebook group alone is worth the price. Yes, sir. Bruno says, would you suggest any crypto hedge fund? Me and Charlie are actually getting ready to start a crypto hedge fund ourselves here. That's why he's out meeting some people in New York. But we're gonna talk about it. But definitely there is an opportunity, especially the opportunity has come a little bit faster than we expected, but it is looking very profitable for sure. Yeah, Supremely Sublime says offline storage is best, cold storage. Do you see any correlation with the stock market dip and crypto's recent resurfacing? I did put that together. And I do know that these fuckers in banking are smart and they're slimy. So there's a lot of money to be made with crypto. A lot of people just don't really understand it. Like less than 1% of people understand cryptocurrency. Less than 1% of all people. And the majority of the people involved in cryptocurrency is men. Like it's like 97% men. And it's not because like, oh, it's racist, sexist, whatever fucking names they want to call people these days. But it's like because it's super difficult stuff, but it's also super state of the art. It's like cutting edge. This is a financial revolution that's happening right now. So yeah, did I notice that? 100% I noticed that. And I'm very intrigued that you noticed that as well, Supremely Sublime. He said, could crypto be the new safe haven equals digital gold? Yes, I've thought about that as well. I've thought about that. You should update your your body language mastery pin tweet. Yeah, I gotta get on that. I gotta update that one. Thank you for the reminder. Ben says, I got an off-topic question. What's your thought on professional sports beating? Beating, B-E-E. Is this a troll question? Beating? What's your professional sports beating? Beating? Sport? Maybe you mean, do you mean betting? Sports betting? I think that's what you mean, sports betting. There's a lot of, let me just show you some stuff. Okay, so, all right. So for example, there's this website here, Satoshi Dice, and you can actually gamble and bet to win money on this website, satoshidiced.com. Now, the real money is setting up a website like this where you can automate everything in the background and send users to here, and then you take a little profit. Yeah, see, very interesting. Chinese, so you got English, Japanese, Korean, and Chinese. But these are extremely, extremely profitable if you can get the right amount of traffic to them. Yeah, see, time 3 minutes ago. Win to the bet amount, payout. So you bet $4, he won $4. Dear Lord, he bet 1,000. No, he won 100. Okay. So yeah, and these are live transactions. So like I said, there is a whole financial community that is surrounded around cryptocurrency. It's just a lot of people have no idea, especially within the mainstream. So like I said, I told you guys about Binance Coin, and I told you guys about the upcoming, I think Bitcoin will get past 10,000. I'm in a position now where I am up significantly, and significantly enough to the point that I'm ready to take my first wave of profit, which is not a lot, but it is profit, and decent amount for the amount of work that I had to do, which was taking a trip up to a convenience store, buying a little cryptocurrency, sitting down, reading a little news. It shouldn't be, for me, it's not my main source of income, but it is definitely an avenue that I'm talented in, and that I know that is a viable source to actually make real life money. It just takes a little skill, and it took me, it took me about 2 years to learn. But at 33, I'm still extremely young, extremely energetic, and very well versed in this, and there's still plenty much more to learn. So you're going to see it as we come along here. If this is the bull market, we're going to see if this continues into July. I'm going to be pretty it's going to be pretty good times if you play the market right. You could, if you play the market right and you get a little lucky and you get a discount, you could buy a house playing your cards right. And that personally is a goal of mine, is with the whole cryptocurrency thing. If I can get a house out of this whole thing within 3 years, just paid in full, boom, got a house. Someplace, I don't know, Texas or something, where they just got no property tax, so they can't steal your property from you. Just buy something like that. Just fill it with guns. America. But no, that's the goal. Is for me personally, short term, is make a couple extra thousands, and tens of thousands if everything goes correctly, and then sit aside for the coming downside. But right now, if this is really what I think it is, the bull market time it's going to be a good time to make some money. Brenton Wallen says, do you have an upcoming dollar value goal to take profit at? Yes. It is right around, it was at 8,200. I was going to pull it. But it's in a hedge fund right now with Charlie from Cultivate Crypto. So he's helping me manage it, and he advised me to stay in a little longer. He thinks 8,500 is doable. He actually even, I think he said on Twitter, he thinks 8,950. So I'm trusting him with this one because the relationship between us is more than just cash. So trusting him, because that's, if you want to do business with somebody, you got to make sure you trust in them. So I definitely trust Charlie, and even if I lose like a couple $100, it's not worth our friendship. And at the end of the day, he has made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of it. So I just got to trust him too. So, but that being said, I think once it hits 10,000, there will be a drop no matter what. There's like a psychological thing that once it hits 10,000, people are just going to go and definitely pull some. And there will be a dip at 10,000. So you can sell it once it hits 10,000, sell it, and then it'll probably dip down to like 9,600, 90 whatever, and then I would buy it then, and then you have more, then it goes up, and that's what you do in a buy market and in a bull market. You buy the dips and you watch the launches, buy the dips, watch the launch, and then have your number to cash out with. Make sure you cash out. Even make something like $10,000. Don't scoff at $10,000, because $10,000 that can make 3 months of your life a lot easier. And definitely good time to be making some cash right now in this market. That's why my social media has kind of slowed down and everything, because I've been really heavily monitoring these markets, because I'm not all Mr. like, oh, I got to do a red pill, like 100 red pill fucking sit-ups and push-ups every day while reading Rollo Tomasi's Rational Male. I have things that I also enjoy outside of the red pill. I also watch a lot of Japanese anime. So, duh. Yeah. And like I said, this is it is a hobby, but it is also a hobby that it can make you money. So, I think $10,000 is a good number. I really do. I think 10,000. I would not be shocked if we see 10,000 by July. I would not be shocked. So let's see. Let me go back to here. What's a decent profit margin to have for continued gains? If you can make out with like anywhere between 25 to 10% profit every transaction, like just come out at least 10% above on profit, I mean, that'll compound on itself. Ajax says, fuck yeah, come to Texas. Dude, I hear nothing but good things about Texas. And I would not mind. Fill it with guns. Hell yes. That's my goal too. The highest I got was 8,400. Yeah, there you go. MLD is taking his profits to buy that Lambo and live that hot dude life. No Lambo for me. Lambos cost too much to keep up with. I don't want to deal with that headache. And after being a taxi driver, I just want to be drove around. That's my ultimate luxury. If you had to give me the option between a Lambo or free Uber for life, I'll take the free Uber in a heartbeat. That is just invaluable. Trophy Dolphin says, shouldn't we sell a little bit before 10K, around 97, 9,800, so we don't risk having to get out during the dip? It's up to you. It's totally up to you. I just think 10K is an indicator of it's like just a nice round number. A lot of normies would cash out in. 10K USD in Jamaica, that's $1.5 million in Jamaican dollars. Interesting. Since I found Charlie's channel, I've been running Bitcoin game. All my attention has been learning Bitcoin. Very minimal to the women. That's good. There's nothing wrong with that. Dude, there's nothing wrong with just wanting to come over to this channel and learn about how to get your money right. Because let me tell you something. I've been fucking rich. Not super rich, but what some people would consider rich. and I've been poor and poor before. And I'll tell you, being rich every time, it's fucking way better, man. Way better. Way better. I don't give a shit what anybody says. When you have money, life is better. Life is way, way, way better. And there's nothing wrong with pursuing, the finer financial things in life if that's something you decide you wanted to do. There's nothing wrong with that. At the same time, there's nothing wrong if you don't want to do that. There's some people, they don't find fulfillment in that. Some people happen to be, they just like to make a lot of money. When they make a lot of money, they feel fulfilled. I understand that feeling as well. But like I said, this is a way that you can really make a change in your life. So it's good. It's good. And you can just use this stuff to level up. Like, recently I've been thinking I need to get like a washer dryer combo for my house. And I made a couple plays now that I could buy like a really ballin' one, because as a businessman, like to stop and have to actually take my clothes to a dryer or something, it just makes me want to pull my hair out. It's too much a waste of my time. And I do it. It is what it is. But just having it all here done in one push of a button, it's far more convenient. And like I said, literally with the play that I've made, I can literally go to a place in Japan and pay them with Bitcoin. I can pay them and get this washer and dryer unit purchased for, delivered, and installed 100% cash free, all Bitcoin. So, and Japan is a first world nation. It's the third strongest economy in the world. So Bitcoin is being adopted and taken in everywhere. So, I mean, learning this is definitely, when world governments are acknowledging something, you should definitely be a little bit, paying a little bit more attention to that as well, because it is certainly not going anywhere. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. Let me read what's up here. Since I found Charlie's, okay. Mr. Jackson says, top 3 Japanese anime you're watching right now. Go. I watched Megalobox, which was okay. One Punch Man is what I'm watching right now. And that's an ongoing anime. And then another one that I'm watching right now. There's only those 2. I watched Love, Death, Robots, which is Japan. Well, it's American anime, but it's still very good. Actually, surprisingly good. Tony S says, what does 1.5 million get in Jamaica? Is it upper class, upper middle? Charlie is the crypto chart dude. MLJ. Why do you call me MLJ? Modern Life John? Okay, maybe MLJ then. Okay. Modern Life. MLD. Manga, anime, or both? I do not read manga as much as I want to. I do want to read some of like the mangas. The ones I want to read are like the love story kind of erotica animes or mangas. Those are the ones, because that's the only thing that gets me interested to study the language. But I usually just watch anime, to be honest. Anime. Manga's good for people like to read, but I'm a minimalist. I don't like clutter. So like to buy stuff and keep it in my house and have it all stack up, like it just drives me nuts. So I'm really not about that life. But I see a lot of Japanese people reading mangas on their phones with like manga apps. Not necessarily. Dimitri Watt says, however, 1.5 million is what most persons here with the first degree makes annually. I do affiliate marketing inside, and I'm out earn most of my peers. I'm 29. Damn, Dimitri, smart. What's the best way to start out in crypto, MLD? Just read Berserk. I've watched some of it. The best way to start on crypto really is just to buy in. Buy some Bitcoin and just watch what happens with it. Because once you buy in, you pay attention. And once you pay attention, that's when you start to learn. So definitely don't be afraid to buy in. Watch my episodes from, there's only 13 episodes now. Today's episode 13, obviously. Watch the episodes and see what I am talking about all the way up to here. And then kind of make it all, like we talk about it, DYOR. Do your own research. I'm saying this in a tough love kind of way because you can lose a lot of money. Like during the bull market, everybody thinks they're a fucking genius. But the reality is everybody's making money because the whole market's going up. So, that being said, make sure you're well versed enough in this stuff so you don't lose a bunch of money. Okay? Makes sense. Where do I buy in? Okay, I will rewatch. You can go to, depends on what country you're in. You can go to Binance, although they're frozen right now. You can go to Bread Wallet. Right here, go to Bread Wallet on your iPhone. BRD, bread, like bread that you eat. Bread Wallet will allow you to buy cryptocurrency on their application. Everyone has different risk tolerances. Take out your profit slowly until you're playing with 100% house money, says Supremely Sublime. That's a very good tactic as well. Yeah. That is a very, very good tactic. Very simple. So yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it. No calls today, but that's just a little bit of a Bitcoin bull market warning list. I think Charlie's going to be back maybe next week. I'm not sure. But I'll try to have a guest on. I know some people in cryptocurrency in Tokyo. Maybe I'll have a friend on. And then, yeah, we can talk about what is going on. We've got a guy who wants to be anonymous, and I can keep him anonymous. But he wants to talk about everything on the show. But this guy's a heavy hitter with cryptocurrency himself. So, all right, guys. Thanks for listening. Be sure to check back in tomorrow. And get on the waiting list for Body Language Mastery. modernlifedating.com/body language. And I will catch you guys on the next episode of the Tokyo Crypto Show. Thank you so much for watching.